Hey there, it's Steve from SeriousKeto.com, and in this video we are going to make sous vide egg bites like you can get at Starbucks. The difference is, instead of paying $4.45 for two of them, you will be paying a fraction of that to make these on your own. Now, the reason I made the air quotes when I said sous vide is because although sous vide has become a lot more common for regular consumers with the decrease in price on things like immersion circulators, they're still not super duper common, at least not as common as the Instant Pot, which is what we're going to be using today. Before we get started, if you love keto cooking videos, if you enjoy product reviews and ingredient reviews, or if you're interested in my experiences, lessons learned from the ketogenic lifestyle, click that subscribe button down there, and while you're at it, click the little bell next to it so you're notified whenever I drop a new video. A couple of years ago, Starbucks made a pretty big splash with their sous vide egg bites. Now, I have made these with a sous vide supreme, I've made them with the Joule immersion circulator, and I've made them with the Instant Pot. And I find in terms of setup and cleanup, the Instant Pot really seems like the way to go. And really, I don't know that I noticed any significant difference in the texture and flavor. This is a remarkably easy recipe to make, starting with 4 eggs, half a cup of cottage cheese, and half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Blend until mixed. Once our egg mixture is completely smooth and all of those chunks of cottage cheese have been incorporated, we're going to pour it into a silicone sous vide egg mold for our Instant Pot. And I will include the link to that below in the description. I typically start by filling the molds about halfway, and it's a good idea to place the mold on a trivet before you start. It just makes transportation a lot easier. You're less likely to spill. Then you can add your filling, and really, you're only limited by your imagination. Whatever you would want in a breakfast sandwich or an omelet, you can throw into these. I'm going to use some Jarlsberg cheese. It's basically the Swedish equivalent of Swiss, and some of my homemade Canadian bacon, which I'll link to that video right up here if you'd like to see how to make your own Canadian bacon at home and save a ton of money. And then we top it with the rest of the egg mixture. You'll want to make sure that you do leave a little bit of head space at the top of each one of the molds, because this mixture will expand. We add 1 cup of water to our Instant Pot, and then we lower in our trivet. Close the steam valve. Select steam for 10 minutes. It'll take about 5 minutes for the Instant Pot to come up to temperature. Then we steam for that 10 minutes. Then we do a natural release for 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. Let's release the steam and pop them out. I find the easiest way to get the egg bites out of the mold is to cover it with the plate, invert it, and then pop each one of them out. Let's give them a taste. Wow. That's pretty yummy. Just got a big chunk of cheese on that bite. So good. Not only are these egg bites super yummy, super versatile, because like I said, you can throw in pretty much anything you want and it's going to taste good. The macros are spectacular. You've got 6 grams of fat, 10 grams of protein, and only 1 net carb per egg bite, the way that I whipped up this particular recipe. If you want more fat, instead of using a half cup of cottage cheese, you can use a half cup of whipping cream. And then you get up to, I believe it's 9 grams of fat, 9 grams of protein, 1 net gram of carbs. So if you enjoyed this video, do me a solid and click on that like button down there. And if you haven't already, click subscribe. Thanks for watching.